Regardless of what I told Miss Cranon, these visions are like... Lady...
Yes?
I saw an old... Something tells me she wouldn't...
Ah, that was taken in it.
You can remember the exact...
It's a funny thing when you reach my age.
But not what you...
Maybe others can.
Who, may I ask?
That would be your Aunt Clara, and your late...
I noticed my father had a scar in his face.
Falling from a tree, perhaps?
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photo... I shall take my...
Yes.
Finally, some fresh air.
Master David.
You could tell it was me.
Your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Well, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie. That it is. I hear better than most. See more than most and all.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things. Father had a... Must be hard to look after the plants when you can barely see them. Locked with a padlock. I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... Ah! These fine... Nobody left... May I borrow your bolt cutter?
Maybe. If I ken what you need it for.
The graves. I would like to tidy them up. That way I can pay my respects properly.
Is that a fact? Why's that then?
They are my family. They deserve to be remembered.
Fair enough, laddie. Just grab it yourself, will ye?
Better. Cecilia Shaw Nee Gordon. Aunt Cecilia. Now, let's see if there's something really buried in here. Another piece of the castle model. Another part of the model, and it's stained with what seems to be old blood. Why did Father bury this when he was a child? Another part of the model, and it's stained with what seems to be old blood. Why did Father bury this when he was a child? Father, I hope you found your peace. Were you sick, like they say you were? Or the victim of this curse? This curse of the Gordons? Whatever it is, I think you may have passed it on to me. Being the chronicle of the family Gordon, as laid down by Sir Drummond Gordon, the year of our Lord, 1413.
Local legend speaks of this particular glen as being inhabited from time immemorial. Enigmatic, elaborately carved Pictish stones stand as timeless evidence of this. As for the locals, they appear prideful of the counsel they delight in giving to visitors. Traveler, beware. The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually spawn the Gordon clan. Using their superior numbers, knowledge, and machines of war, they swiftly conquered the primeval Picts. With them, they brought too their religion and druid clerics. The magics these wise men used did shape forever the lands. It is said that the sempitern... 'Tis well recorded how the Empire of Rome did fail to tame the wayward Scots. What is seldom told is our ancestors drew upon ancient powers to aid their victory. This aid did come at the greatest of costs, a debt as yet. O'er the centuries, we Gordons made the land our own. Others did but, even as tragedy and madness did fester in our foundations. We held, in time, the Gordons and the land.
Some pages have been ripped out. The only thing left seems to be some kind of family oath.
In blood we are bound, to the land we protect, to the truths we alone may conceal. I shall forfeit my life, lest my clan should... I shall forfeit to hold the dark. In blood we are, till the day...
What on earth? Where's that call coming from? Is this what madness feels like? It can't be real. All this looks like the bottom of a lake. What are you trying to show me? She's not holding a baby, but some heavy object to weigh herself down. There's a fresh wound across her stomach. The figure up there must be... Edward.
Are you all right?
Did you see her? She... drowned.
Calm down, you're in shock. What were you doing clambering about in here?
If I told you, you'd think me mad.
Odd. That is just what your father said to me.
What? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Leah Farber. I treated your father at the asylum.
The asylum?
Let's get you back to the castle and make sure you are all right.
What did you come here for?
I'm not sure your father's story is finished yet, and there are some...
What's this about?
As I said, your father was admitted.
Why?
I did.
What? Hold on a minute.
Told you? Your father was a madman, a
Well, what right did you have to...
I was his doctor. I understand you are in shock, but you have no right to speak to me in such a way.
He's dead. Caput.
Now, hold...
Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! No!
Eddie, it'll be all right. Pull yourself together.
I suggest nobody else goes down there. We should keep the room intact until the police can get here.
I shall alert them first thing in the morning. What an...
An accident? You think so? Just...
And yet you were the one standing over her body with...
How dare you? I was too late. I was...
There, my sweet boy. Let's...
Of course.
I think we will all benefit.
I know you may have no reason to, but I need you to trust me. I'm the only one on your side when it comes to your father.
Lady Margaret certainly isn't. But if I told you what I saw in the chapel, you'd have me in a padded... Why did you...
With all... Your father...
I shall take my leave.
Now, wait a minute. I found you in the chapel babbling about a drowned woman. Moments later, we found that poor maid drowned in her own blood. I think you need to talk to me.
So, what was my
I didn't... He was...
Maybe if I...
Did your...
Who knows? He used to babble about a dark force.
Was that why he moved you to India?
I believe so.
And yet...
Who knows? Maybe there isn't a...
And what do you think?
He was a disturbed man. He saw things that weren't there. Things like a drowning woman floating in thin air. If you really want to help me, then let us find out what the...
You think whatever she wanted to confide might be...
Maybe. Whatever I saw in the chapel, it has to be real. I guess we'll have the key. Unless we can find another way in.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her?
To be sure she was murdered before we start...
To find out who killed her?
To be sure she was murdered before we start pointing fingers.
Rory's not one for cleaning up after himself.
We need
To find...
to be sure...
Rory's not one for cleaning up after... I think I might have an idea how to get into the cellar, but I'm not sure you'll like it.
If it involves this filthy dumbwaiter, don't even think about it.
I can't fit in there, and I see no...
Lovely. Pull me back up! I need something to open the doors from the inside once I'm down there. I still need something to open the doors. I'm not crawling in there for the enjoyment of it.
Rory's not one for cleaning up. This should do it.
Going down?
Good luck.
See you in a minute.
Dr. Farber. Is everything all right? Leah! Oh, if anything's happened to her.
You needn't worry about me. I've been to stranger places than this castle. Follow me.